after weekend of Eastern and a big pump of the market, finally we broke some shit. Just a little bit, but finally we do some things, and the bulls found their own balls to do things to the market. We've been waiting for it quite a long time, but finally they did something. So we're gonna go and see what we're gonna have for the next couple days, and maybe the weekend as well. And then yeah, hopefully we're gonna go up only from this situation, but there is still some things to do before that gonna happen. And yeah, let's go and see what the printer did when they said brrr, print the money. I point already out some of the levels that I'm interested into it. I'm not gonna go by the monthly and the weekly just because that's a little bit for tomorrow as well. I'm gonna dive in that one more in tomorrow because that stream's gonna be a little bit longer. Today it's just a short one. Just a small recap. I was away from almost a week, so I just came back today, and I guess yeah, it's gonna be fun to see what happened actually in those couple days and what we can expect from it. So yeah, let's go by. And like I said, monthly and weekly I'm gonna take care tomorrow. I will have a look on the daily because it is the first highest close on the daily since fucking forever, you can say that. Definitely from beginning of the year. So there it is. We broke the whole structure eventually. For the people who love this bullshit, yes, we did it, right? Yeah, I agree with you guys, with those special people. There it is. And we had a continuation, quite a big push actually. And like I said over here in this price action before I left the country, we're gonna have some sideways move, and we're gonna stack some liquidity on the both sides, and then we're gonna take out of it. And like we did, we pushed quite high, and even higher than I expected. Even we went to 90k. What we didn't over here, we did right now through on Monday actually. Yeah, Monday market open. So finally, I love it, I like it, I like to see it, but there is always a but on it. That means I really don't like big ass aggressive moves. Why? Because they always go with invalid books, invalidation price, and as well gaps a lot, quite aggressive moves, but we need to fill them back into. So there's a lot of things to do to the downside yet. Then maybe we're gonna continue. If not, we might spike up and we continue in one go, and then we drop down quite heavily on that one. You never know with this kind of market, but so far this is the first breakout on the daily, on the 4-hour and the lower time frame, of course, but the weekly and the monthly, still there is some days to go to have that confirmed, right? So that's why we're gonna go by 4-hour and daily. And like I said, it's new high. We break out of the structure already, so good. Finally, for fuck's sake, been already for ages that we didn't do that. We still carry on to the downside, but yeah, eventually this is for now the lowest low. Like I said, we still can come back and have a higher low, and then we have continuation or some sideways movement. Why? Just because we took out quite a lot of liquidity over here as well, and we didn't stack much yet over here with the down move and the aggressive move to the downside. So there is still some things to fill over here. That's why I'm actually leaning by that we will do some sideways movement, and then we're gonna roll over and do something like this maybe, just to fill some gaps in between. We show them in a second as well. So far, yeah, 90k, it's been a hit. I'm not sure we're gonna go carry on and in one go to the 100k. Do that. That takes quite a lot of energy as well and money to go by higher. But so far 90k, happy days. We did it. We broke the structure, right? This been broken. We have a new high right now. If any pullback back, then I'm really looking for some movement, even kind of like this. Maybe I will lean more to it just to farm a little bit more on the sideways. Go take out all the liquidity to downside, because there's been really a lot of liquidity left. and created as well on the way up with this move. So there is still some things to take out. So I would really like 82 the bounce from it. If so not, then definitely 77.9 or somewhere around that in this area. For now it's a little bit wishy-washy just because we still are facing to the upside. We still can carry on, we still can go higher, and yeah, we are fighting the 90k resistance. That one, it's quite heavy, what I saw on the coin class as well. So there is a lot to take out from it. If so, then yeah, the pullback will be definitely in place. We are overdue for some bounce back actually, and take some liquidity just to cool off all of the oscillators on the high time frame, indicators as well, and yeah, take the liquidity and have a bounce up and go higher. Just because I think when we're gonna take all of this liquidity over here, then definitely 100k is in place, and that one will not be that big struggle to take out. And eventually from there, definitely another pullback, and then go for an all-time high, right? How high we're gonna go? I'm not sure yet. Let's see how this gonna play out, how we're gonna hold this, and how we're gonna carry on to the upside. Because still, and even still, we can go lower, or even a longer period of time in the sideways to farm more to the upside to grab from it. So that's why I'm leaning to those key areas. Like I said, 90k is the resistance. Then the next one, the major one, what I'm looking at it in between, I'm not looking at that one even as resistance. I want the 100k around 104-ish, 100k or something. It's in this area. I like the resistance area of that one, just because it didn't been touch even yet, just because it was the February what we left behind. It's been a while. It's been a while that we've been there. Cluster of levels, that's why we might do some sideways. Daily we've been and didn't been even tested. Weekly didn't been even tested. So there is some things even to go lower. We had even previous levels that didn't been tested lower than that. So there is still some things to do. We don't need to do it eventually, and of course it's not necessary to do it if we're gonna carry on to the upside. But still, if we're gonna have like a drop off, then the next one definitely gonna be the daily, then the weekly. Of course, if you're gonna lose that one, keep that as a range. It will be really impressive if we can keep the March above as a range and keep this as support, and then have a continuation. That would be impressive if we could do that. What did I do? I don't know. That would be impressive, but we will see how that's gonna turn out. Do something like this again over here, but bigger. Then we're gonna farm some more liquidity to the upside, and then we have something to grab on to it going higher, right? Makes sense? I hope so. It makes sense in my head. So yeah, there's still some things to do. Eventually, we had quite a big aggressive move. We are really overdue for some movement to the downside as well. We are way too bull diff as well. Yeah, way ahead of that already. Yeah, so that's why we are overdue for some cool off anyway. So yeah, so that's the new prediction. I just want to have a look on the older one, how that went actually. So we didn't even go lower than that. So we hold the whole level, and then we went straight to the 90k 86 resistance, and then the dead zone. We had that as well. But like I said, if we carry on over here in this resistance, carry on to the sideways, then we will farm some liquidity, and then we're gonna grab that. And like I said, they fill it up, they grabbed it, and they went higher. Even I'm surprised we went even through this area as that zone of liquidity. Not much to the upside. Like I said, there's not much anymore left. There are some liquidity, but it's not that massive, and it's not clutter. It's not that big what we left behind and what we used to have. Why? Because like I said, the movement what we did to the downside were quite aggressive, quite fast. It wasn't like placement for any liquidity then. So right now what we need to do, like I said, do this sideways move and then grab them similar to this, and then have a continuation, kind of a step off, like a ladder step off, whatever you can call it. I'm kind of leaning to that side that we're gonna do. If so, no, then it's really, really, we have a lot of juicy pockets to the downside to grab, right? This is amazing to grab. If we're gonna grab that, then the bounce off will be really significant as well. Then there's another one, right? And then the last one, I'm really not sure if we will even go that low, but if so, then this is the last step what we will or might take to the upside, because then there is not much left as well to the downside, so there is no point. But those points really significant. Those pockets of liquidity are really, really key, and they work as a magnet, right? So for sure, this is not going to be left behind. This is way too much to leave behind. I'm sure that this is going to be grabbed. So by that, yeah, it's fun to see this price movement and price action eventually, because it's been a long time we had this kind of move. I mean, the move to the upside quite aggressive, but then break some things for the first time ever. So that's really, really good to see. I'm happy to see that finally. I was quite worried over here that we might go lower and we really, really will go to the 65k, but that's for another area and another stream. But so far we have the movement, we did it, we broke the structure to the upside on the daily and 4-hour, and now we need to hold it. By that means we holding it by doing something like this, and then we have a continuation. Buy tomorrow, please. Yes, I will. So weekly, it's not been tested. That means you can see it quite clear. I think is this one. Oh wait, I need to check because I'm on index actually, if that's right. What shows all the 4-hour. So the weekly on the 4-hour on the index is gonna be a little bit weird. I started it on the index and I'm it's a weird one, I know, but the level it's kind of ish. Yeah, it's a little bit lower than it's supposed to be here on that daily. On this daily it's supposed to be the weekly, so this one should be here. It wasn't been tested. That means that we didn't come back to it and we didn't had something like this bullish back test, right? This is what I mean by testing by the level eventually. So we didn't do that. We went straight up. We didn't come close to it. We carry on to the upside. That means that this level, same with the daily, we open the level, we came up, and we continue go only to the upside without coming back to it, and literally test the level, and then you have continuation. This is the test of level bullish if you go one day to the upside. If not, then if you come to the level to the upside, so for example this level, right, if you do this, come down and you have this area, so you bearish back test your level, right? You had one test and then another one, no, fail, and you go lower. You have a continuation, so that's the failure. Gain, that means you do this, right? This is the gain, so you back test the level. You just come back to the level and you just test it if that's the valid level or not. If it's valid, then you hold it, you have a continuation. If not, then you fail, you go through, and that's it. The new one, yeah, the old one, yes, it's been the previous one, this one, but the new one from this week wasn't. Prablu evening legends. So those ones, the light, I don't know how you have it set up, but the light one with the one behind, that's the previous levels, then those one been definitely tested, right? You can see it. But the new ones, the white ones, so mine should be over here with this daily when it's the red line. We didn't come back on the high time frame, and we didn't back test it. Maybe on the lower time frame, 1, 3, 5 minutes or whatever, yes, but not on the higher time frame. It's always important that the level's been tested. But to be honest, in the bull market, most of the times we have this kind of movements without being tested, and we carry on going higher just because there is a lot of volatility and the price moves quicker, especially with the opens. Oh, and I forgot, I need to congratulate as well Asia. Asia had a quite good moves as well. For the first time ever, they showed the balls as well to the people that they can do finally some things. And that's good. I'm happy about that. But now we need to do some things to go higher. There is work to do. There's always work to do. And that's good. I'm happy about that. So let me have a look. How does this look? Hey, why does it? Oh yeah, now it shows. Okay. So yeah, so far so good. I mean, we still can carry on, right? Nobody says that we need to fail right now and carry on to the downside. No, we still can go higher if there is pounds and there is fuel for it. So far, we are really overdue. We are way over build already, and I guess we will or grind to the grind to the side a little bit, just to farm a little bit more, and do something like this. That's what I'm predicting. I'm not sure if we're gonna go lower, because then that's gonna take as well like week, maybe two, go lower, bounce back, and then we have a continuation. Like I said, this is the prediction what I'm looking at. Those two levels, like right, something like this. If so, not, then this is kind of the idea what I'm looking. I mean, eventually, yes, this is as well like one of them that still can be played out, right? We still can carry on. So yeah, but I'm not sure if we still have fuel and energy and some fuel to go higher right now. But who knows? I like to be surprised about that that as well. So yeah, this is kind of the play that I'm looking at, and this eventually we are at resistance, 90k resistance. So yeah, there is still some room to go higher and maybe fail a little bit lower than January or a yearly open, and then go lower. All possible. It's all playable, and yeah, let's. There's a lot of things on the table, but which one's gonna play out? It's definitely it's gonna show in couple days. I have no clue what's going on in the markets right now, or there is like a speeches or whatever. I don't care about it actually. So I have no clue. I'm really blindly doing this right now just because I came back today. And I literally switched on my PC a half hour ago. So I have no clue even what's happening around me. But anyway, I just want some distraction. And I assume like, yeah, let's do some recap and talk to the mic for a second. Just to get my mind off. But so sad. Those are for now the levels I'm looking at. Tomorrow I want to dive in a little bit deeper into it, structure wise, and see what we're gonna do overnight actually. Just because today is actually technically the first fully day that the whole market is open and everybody's back to normal. I guess I'm not sure about the US, but I think the holidays and everything around that it's over. I guess I'm not sure. It's over here in EU, so I'm not sure how different countries are doing the holidays. So that's why let's settle a little bit. This is the first biggest move from yesterday as well, and maybe we're gonna settle or we're gonna continue. Who knows? Let's see. Like I said, this is the first day that the market is open. There's a lot of volatility as well in it, and a lot of happening, and people are jumping the gun, shorting, longing, you call it. Everything is crazy. Numbers are nice and green. Maybe not the biggest one yet, but still nice and green. That's good. We like that. Maybe not all of them, but anyway. We like to see that. And yeah, the only thing what we want to work right now is for a continuation, but there always gonna be any kind of pullback. So keep in mind that we might retrace a little bit. It's not that we going lower as 60k or something. That might be not be on the table right now. But still, there is some things to grab. There is some liquidity to grab. There is some levels to grab. There is some how you call it, imbalance into the structure, so into the books as well. So yeah, there's a lot of things to do. And who knows, we might even jump and go higher and straight one big ass candle. Yeah, that can be done as well. You never know right now, because this is quite surprising, well worked out actually. Yeah. I'm quite surprised and happy about it. How it turned out, what they did, and how they did it. It's good. I saw some. If you dive in a little bit into the low time frame, a lot of manipulation. The structure was not really respectful, broken or hold or whatever. They did some sketchy things, but yeah, eventually they did it. I need to give it to the balls. They finally did it. So yeah, happy days. What you guys think about the market? You happy for the push? Did you got some good longs? Or are you shorting right now? I don't know. Or are you staying out just because of the holidays? What you guys opinion about it? I'm interested into it. Let me put this into here. Oh, I fucked it up. Nice. Always remember to take some TPs. Always. That's always good and helpful. I wasn't trading that much in the weekend. I wasn't in the mood. I didn't even look at the market. I came 2 times in the Discord and then I saw like it was so quiet. I was like, oh, okay, everybody's happy with the Eastern, with family. Nice. Good. Good, guys. Happy to hear. Oh, that's nice as well. That's doing quite good. I saw some nice numbers on some coins as well. Quite surprised. D button, nice, nice, big ass candle. But yeah, now they're filling it up and then we'll carry on, hopefully. Fartcoin. Tomorrow I'm gonna go buy some alts as well. I have some nice list to go buy to see what they're gonna do and how they're gonna perform. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Happy days. Our lovely trio didn't even flinch. That's all good. Happy days. Why would you? VIX is coming down. Yeah, a lot of things happening in the market. That's why I said it's really a volatile day. Short for yesterday got liquidated. Ooh, that's painful, mate. If you got liquidated. Where's your stop loss, mate? Where is your stop loss? Oh, you didn't have your stop loss if you got liquidated. Right? To the short. 5-5. Ooh. Why and how did you got liquidated then? How the fuck did you got liquidated? Oh, you mean this? This whole move. But even still. Oh, that's a wrong pool. Never mind. One hour? What do you mean on 1 hour? This is 4.5. You mean this structure over here? that's not really 1 hour, but okay, that's a low time frame structure. But yeah, it's 1 hour candle that broke the structure. Yeah, okay, I get that. Yeah. You could technically, it did work. Let's move. But then eventually you got this. Yeah, I can get that at you. But even then, okay, still the same question. Why the fuck did you get liquidated? Where's your stop loss? Boy. So how did you get liquidated then if you had the stop loss? Or were you saying just like liquidated, you got wiped out because of your stop loss? Yeah, okay. You see, that's the difference, mate. That's fine. If you stop loss get hit, that's okay. It's normal. It's part of the job. But even then, I hope you took the profit from here. But you didn't get liquidated. That's different, man. Don't scare me like that. Anything else, guys? You wanna check here? Look at it. Let me have a look at. Okay. The oh, stream. I would say like, why is this the different list showing me? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So yeah, really, really good and nice move. I like it. It took some work, took some fucking manipulation in the price, and oh boy, that was so fun to watch the structure form. It was so all over the place. Like, oh my god, I was like, Jesus, guys, what the fuck are you doing? But it's alright. It plays out fine. Fine as it is. Now we need to do the big deal. We need to grab the liquidity and fucking sky it. Sky is the limit, right? They say. How is our lovely Minkung doing? Why is this doing the same fucking pattern as well? Is this still ever gonna recover? Guys, do you think? I don't think so. So fucking happy I sold all of my ETH. Jesus. Yeah, I never had hope in it, to be honest. Look how fucking structured this is. Every single move is exact the same. Bang on. It's a bang on. And yet, we doing it again. So yeah, nice in the resistance, 90k finally. Let's see how we're gonna handle that. Grab this leftover liquidity and then sideways move, fill the gaps, fill the blanks, grab it, carry fucking on. I don't wanna see Bitcoin below even fucking 70, let's say 80k anymore this cycle. That would be good. That would be refreshing good. but there is nothing to say yet about it because we have a lot of things to do. We still have quite even more. There is one more resistance above us before we're gonna even go to all-time high. Yeah, that one is gonna be taken as well in one go. I don't think so yet. But yeah, still a lot of work to do, but it's good. It's a good time to short Bitcoin right now. Right now, this is the opposite side of catching the knife, right? Because we still can go higher. Oh shit! What you can do, the best thing what you can do right now is if you want to find any short for it, right? Go to the lower time frame and see any break of structure, right? And then scalp that and hope for a runner or look for a runner. Right now, I'm not jumping in front of it. Let's see, we might have one more even push up or whatever they found, or even if they want to carry on, fine. So far, I will not short that till I will see any break of structure on the lower time frame or 5 minutes, something like that. I mean, technically you had it already over here. So yeah, you could add a nice scalp. This didn't even came higher to retest the high. But yeah, look at the low time frame, scalp that, and see it if you're gonna have a break of structure. If so, not what you can do. If you don't want, if you want to have a swing on it, then I will consider something. And that all depends if you're gonna rebound from the daily, right? I will look a little bit more on the long to long it, but if we're gonna go lower and break this, right, this structure over here, and come back, and then you're gonna have a nice short swing. Because no, not that one. Yeah, but then we need to break that. We didn't test the daily yet. Well, we could have even a bounce from the daily. So this you could consider this as well, a break of structure, but it's not going to be that significant. I would really like to have go a little bit lower, grab this. That would be really nice if you grab the 100 axis or 50 axis. Then you're going to have a really on 1 hour break of structure, come back, something like this, and then you have a continuation and you can short this, stop loss above the wick, whatever. And you can go and grab this, all of this shit over here. That would be nice. That's what I would short if you want to have a swing. If not, then yeah, go on a lower time frame, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 1 minute, I mean, what you prefer, what you like. See if there is any structure break, and scalp it. Scalp the way. But I will be careful a little bit right now. Like I said, this is the first official whole day that we had like the market open. Everyone it's about it. Everyone is fucking throwing money over it. Everyone is like jerking off over the charts just because we had this pump. Everybody's whole happy opium and whatever, and forgot that we still have some things to do. Test, fill, grab, and then we can go. Some people are short memory. Oh, Captain Pumpy finally post something. Jeez, boy, it's been a while. So yeah. Oh really? Positive influence on ETF. Okay, cool. I never cared about that, but yeah, that's good. That's fine. That's all juicy. Everybody's positive about everything here now. So yeah, doesn't matter what shitty coin it is. Everything's gonna be positive. Just because everybody's jumping the gun right now and full of opium. Like I said, the market is positive. We had the first breakout. Everybody's talking about, and yeah, find like a negative tweet on X right now. That's gonna be impossible, I guess. So yeah, that's how the market changed really quick and really quick in Hopium, and as well like they, I mean, to be honest, like I'm always calm. This is the first breakout, guys. What's happened with the breakouts? We always come back, right? We most of the times come back, retest, and then we go higher, right? And we still have things to do. It doesn't mean that the first breakout is gonna be this, right? I mean, for fuck's sake, like, come on. That's gonna be fucking crazy shit. We didn't do it over here with the first breakout, right? Like, it took some fucking grinding it up, right? And then we had to stop, went up, stop, up, and then. So yeah, it's always like a stepwise way. So no need to panic that you miss something, or no need to FOMOing in or whatever. Calm. Be calm. There's always gonna be a structure to it. I didn't fucking trade this. Even I didn't even long this. I didn't care about it at all, about the market. Why? Because it was long weekend, full of like freaking price action, what doesn't make sense as well. And then yeah, after the after the market opened, you have a shit of volatility, like you see. This is the Monday open, right? Yeah, Monday open, Asia open, and look what it did. Like, it's been a long time. We see this from Asia, right? Even then, like, oh, that's the wrong one. It's been a while that we saw 8% move from Asia. Oh yeah, Asia plus New York open. But yeah, nice, positive, but still, be down earthed. Keep in mind, we still have some things to do. By that means, there is no sense to grab this and leave this behind, especially not this. I don't think this is going to be left behind ever. This is going to be grabbed. Definitely. And like I said, we maybe not even go like to the 78k, right? I would prefer even do something, something like this. Like grab this and then bang, maybe a little bit higher. Right? Quite a grind. Farm some liquidity and then grab it. And then, wait, just do something like this. Come here. You're gonna have the 100, kind of, yeah. This move, come back, bang. It's gonna be a support kind of ish, a little bit higher. Yeah, something like this. Would be nice to see play out. Yeah, always a pullback. It's gonna be, oh yeah, even here, right? This aggressive move, like, look what we did. Bang, come back. I mean, yeah, we had the downside move, but that doesn't matter. But yeah, still. Don't worry about it. Don't FOMO in. Don't jump the gun. Just wait patiently. That everything's gonna be settled down. The dust gonna fall down, and then you're gonna see clearly like where do we go. Like I said, daily we can rebound from it. We can rebound from the weekly and even go lower to the lower levels that we didn't even test. Right? It's all possible. We left some things behind. You Oh, Sue. SED. S. I was thinking like USD. Like why? S. 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 Shame that they didn't add another S next to it. But same double bottom as on the Bitcoin. I guess most of the coins had it. Right now, this is low. That's a little bit. Didn't have that bigger push like no most of the coins, right? So wait, where is? Oh, it had a dump even on Monday. 11%, but it, yeah, okay, yeah, I understand it had a pump, but it didn't break anything. Quite opposite. You have a new low, you broke the whole structure to the downside, and right now you're coming up to retest your high, your previous swing, and what do? Right now? You're failing it. high, fail, high, fail. New low from this whole structure. You broke the structure to the downside. You came up, wicked, grabbed the liquidity, and you continue to the downside. Previous weekly, you literally failing the previous weekly even. Right now the Q2, if you close it, come back, previous daily, weekly. Oh, there you have it. See this wick on the 4 hour? This is backtest of the daily open. But yeah, unfortunately, this was really good short. Middling. I have a feeling that this is gonna do same what Bitcoin does over here. This structure over here, because we had as well the same break, right? Of this structure. So imagine that this was the low, right? On the structure wise, not on the wick, but on the structure wise, it was your low, came in, shorted it, and you grind, and you add this. So I'm thinking that they're gonna do it as well over here. If so, not, then that's failing. Then you go 0.39. If you fail that, why? Imbalance. Okay, let's stretch a little bit. This is your area. You might see any bounce from it. If so. Yeah. There's two ways. This, right? This can play out, or you're literally gonna grind as a Bitcoin and then you're gonna pop it. So that's stretched. Do we look at the wick or close of the break of the structure? The break of the structure is always body close. Body close is break of the structure. Wick is a high or a low. It gives you. Wick doesn't break anything. Body breaks. So this close over here, the daily open, right? Close below this, and this area. So this broke the whole structure to the downside. Wicks, this you low, low. That's how you read the structure and the formation of it. Because this is your previous high, this you lower, and this your lower high. Right? This is lower than this, and this is lower than this. And the body broke this, the body didn't break this. Make sense? I hope so. Cool. So yeah, you might retrace definitely to the weekly, because there's quite a small gap over here. Weekly, maybe daily, and then see if you're gonna hold this. If so, then yeah, you grind it to the downside. Then they're gonna do this kind of movements, right? And then wick it one or another way. Let me have a look on the, yeah, it's not gonna be much. Yeah, they still didn't grab this 100, so yeah, if not, then if you're gonna really close above this, below this again, below the daily open, then definitely gonna go here, grab all the liquidity from here, because this is your previous swing, what took you to the high. Technically, what you can do as well, just because this was your previous high, this is your low, right? Then, oh, look at that. How perfect in the swing pocket the fibs fit. Look at that. How it works. There it is. That might play out perfectly even. Let me have a look what BitGet is doing. Yeah, we might go even higher. Let's have a look. 1 hour. How does it look on oscillators? Quite. Jeez. Boy, all that juicy liquidity. Having a break of structure doesn't mean it can go lower. Having a break of structure doesn't mean it can go lower. I mean, if it breaks to the downside, then if you retest the previous high, then yes, then there is a continuation because you break the structure to the downside and you continue going to the downside. There is, I mean, the fuckery, yeah, it exists doing this, right? You low, then you make a high, you make a low, then you make a high. It's kind of like not making quite sense, but it can happen sometimes in the ALs, especially with ALs. But this significant closing below the whole structure, right, and failing going higher than this, then it's signing that we might go lower. Yes, it's a sign of making another low to it, but it doesn't need to be, just because we still can hold this level and continue sideways and then one move higher, right? It all depends. But right now, technically what you do, you failing this high, right? You didn't go higher than that. You didn't grab the liquidity over here. Where did you close? You close, the body close is lower than your previous body close high. So where does it sign to you that it goes? And how does the oscillator looks like? Right? Make sense? Cool. Cool. So yeah, guys, I think that's all for now for today. Tomorrow I'm gonna dive a little bit more in. I'm gonna spend some more time with you guys. I'm gonna go buy some alts. And then, yeah, let's see. We might grind over here, right? We might grind this and then fail and then do something like this. Or even go higher. I mean, right now, they really don't care. So yeah, I want to see one more day, fully day of price action, and see how the volatility will form. Maybe they will cool down as well. Maybe. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna dive in a little bit more in the charts today and tomorrow, and then I'm gonna talk a little bit more about it. So far, so good. Happy about it, and see if we're gonna continue side movement or a small pullback. It all can happen without breaking anything significant, right? Cool. Awesome. Thank you very much. See you on the flip side, and actually see you even tomorrow. It's gonna be another one soon. So yeah, thank you. See you on the flip side. Have fun. Enjoy the pump.